Good morning, everyone. I have my coffee here and the latest Elders letters. Yeah, it's only May 2nd and they're out already. So thank you very much, Atlantis. Very much appreciated. And not too much earth-shattering, but it's interesting that they give directions to the elders of what can be worn, you know, dress and grooming, and not the rank and file. That's kind of interesting. All right, announcements and reminders for May 2024 for elders, dress and grooming. In the U.S. branch territory, the standard of dress for participating on programs at congregation meetings, circuit assemblies, and regional conventions is as follows. Sisters should wear a skirt or dress, and a brother should wear a tie and a jacket. Those handling microphones, working with the stage, caring for audio-video equipment, and serving as attendants should also apply this standard. However, those conducting meetings for field service may choose not to wear a tie or a jacket. It is understandable that this standard may vary even in the U.S. branch territory depending on location, culture, and climate. In very hot weather without air conditioning, a brother may decide not to wear a jacket when giving a talk. While working as a parking attendant in extremely hot weather, a brother may choose not to wear a tie or a jacket. In some cultures, a brother may choose to give a talk wearing a formal business shirt, aloha, barong, Tagalog, gebera. These few examples do not cover every situation that would merit an exception to our general standard. See, our general standard. They're still telling people what to wear. Just, the control is just amazing. Even if a brother or sister does not have a part in the program, one would still dress in a way that is dignified, modest, and appropriate, not casual. As a kindly reminder, if there is a question as to whether clothing is acceptable or not, avoid imposing personal opinions. You mean like the brother's telling me I couldn't wear a denim skirt to meetings and out in service when I lived in Wisconsin? That kind of personal opinion? Or Mike couldn't wear cowboy boots? Instead, reason by Bible principles and consider what is customary in your respective community. If needed, offer counsel with knowledge, discernment, insight, and tact. Right, that's like an oxymoron. We trust you will use good judgment in determining how best to handle such matters. For coordinators of the bodies of elders, announcements for congregations. Please ensure that the announcements for congregations are read at the next midweek meeting and thereafter posted on the information board for at least 1 month. For the Life and Ministry Meeting Overseer, midweek meeting part, are you prepared for times of distress? Please ensure that the elder who is assigned the midweek meeting part, are you prepared for times of distress, during the week of May 6, 2024, is prepared to read to the congregation the information that was provided with the April 2024 announcements and reminders. Also ensure that he is prepared to share with the congregation any additional information directed by the body of elders regarding disaster preparedness. For service overseers, annual items. Each congregation should enter its own request for annual items for 2025. So they're making requests already for 2025. See, Armageddon ain't coming. No later than Friday, May 31st, 2024, the quantity requested from the branch office should reflect the actual quantity requested by publishers. For congregations, annual items for 2025 will be made available for download beginning in October 2024. Publishers who require hard copy editions may now request the following items from the Literature Servant. 2024 Watchtower and Awake bond volume. I bet it's only about that thick. Examining the Scriptures Daily 2025 and Watchtower Publications Index 2024. Additionally, requests may be submitted for Braille editions of Examining the Scriptures Daily 2025. Bethel Service. In view of the theocratic expansion work taking place worldwide, aka building our real estate empire, there is an urgent need for young single brothers who are available to offer their services to assist with Bethel work or large-scale theocratic construction projects. See, what did I say? Building the real estate empire. If you are between the ages of 19 and 35 and have been baptized for at least 1 year, we encourage you to submit an application to become a member of the Worldwide Order of Special Full-Time Servants of Jehovah's Witnesses. You know, the New World Order. If you are between the ages of 19 and 55 and have been baptized for at least 1 year, but your circumstances do not allow you to serve on a long-term basis, we encourage you to submit an application for volunteer program, Form A-19. If you are interested in serving in one of these capacities, please speak with your congregation secretary to receive further instructions on submitting an application. Additionally, the number of skills that applicants may choose from when applying online has increased. Therefore, if you have an active application, we encourage you to update your skills and experience as needed and to provide any updates to your short-term or long-term availability using the My Profile feature on JW Hub. Standard address for theocratic schools. When attending one of the theocratic schools, such as the Kingdom Ministry School, Pioneer Service School, School for Congregation Elders, or School for Kingdom Evangelizers, all should dress in the same manner as they would when presenting a part on the program at a congregation meeting or when they visit Bethel. Thus, it would be appropriate for brothers to wear a tie and jacket and for sisters to wear a skirt or dress if that is the standard of dress in the land. So, that is all that is in the Elder's Letter, and if there's more information that comes out in the next few days, I will let you all know. And Atlantis has kindly put a link to this on JehovahWitness.com, and so I will put the link down below so that you can grab it. And usually the file share that he uses is only good for 7 days. And before I say goodbye, I want to thank all of you so much for your comments. I mean, my goodness, positive. And emails and phone calls and private messages, you know, on social media. And I want to thank you so much for the kind words of love and support over my last video. And some of you, thank you so much for sharing your stories and experiences. Oh my goodness, you wouldn't believe some of the things I've heard. And see, my concern, I don't care what anybody else has done, what they do. They can do whatever they want. But what concerns me is when you start putting misinformation and lying, journalists are going to run far from it. And I think this is why many of us cannot get journalists. They don't want anything to do with the XJW community now because of the outlandish information they are given. And I've talked to a few journalists and they're like, yeah, no, don't want to touch that because guess what? They can get sued for defamation and libel from Watchtower. And so, you know, they're not going to touch it. They have to have, you know, accurate information. And so anyway, you know, that's why we've always tried to do our best to have accurate information. And I guess I'm just going to have to be really careful where I get my information now from people I trust, because if you have misinformation or edited documents on your website, what else have you edited? And that was one of the emails I had received. They said, I've been talking to a journalist in another country, and I've been using documents from that website you mentioned. And they're like, oh my God, how do I know which documents are real and which ones have been edited? And I says, we can't. We can't. You know? The only reason the one document, you know, that I had erroneously thought the Australian Royal Commission had edited. They didn't. The person of the website had edited it. And the only reason I could notice it is because it went from page 3 or 4 to 306. And so a lot in the middle had been removed and edited. And if anyone is going to edit, documents and stuff, then you need to state plainly, let the public know, this has been edited or redacted to protect abuse survivors. That's all it would have taken, just to let us know that it had been edited and redacted. But no, they'd rather come after me and start posting horrible things on social media that I'm trying to attack the Australian Royal Commission. No, I was not. I was only making a statement, asking questions why those had been edited out. So, for those of you who have websites and stuff, if you're going to edit documents, just put a disclaimer. Because then that way, those of us who are talking to journalists and using these documents, we know. And then that way we can let the journalists know. Because they're getting very cautious of working with, the SJW community because of some of these very things that have been done. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye.